I like dick.
I'm glad I got that.
Oh, dude, you need to stop putting those AI voiceovers over. Like, shit's fucked up. Just be clipping me doing anything.
Yeah, uh-huh. Definitely AI. Definitely AI.
It was AI. That was AI.
Pull up a chair, you're sitting cage side. Today we got the UFC 330 Makhachev versus Garry breakdown. Probably could have just said Makhachev versus Cuck, but I'll be a little respectful, just a little bit. We'll
Oh,
we'll shit on him when we get to the main event,
yeah,
but
you're right. I'm excited.
yeah, let's get right fucking into it. Not even gonna dilly dally or anything. We're gonna get right into it. You want to start or you want me to take the first fight?
You take the first.
Alrighty. So starting us off, we got Jeremiah Wells versus Miktabek Oralbai. Um, I am excited for this fight. I like Miktabek Oralbai. I think he's an entertaining fighter,
Yeah,
but I also just I mean, like, look at him. I I don't like. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be a dick. Look at him. That is the most primal human being I have ever seen in my life.
oh, 100%,
Like,
dude.
that man is still a Homo sapien. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a
Yeah,
human. Like, he's
yeah.
he's he's not evolved fully.
Evolution hasn't hit him fully. I
Exactly.
agree, dude. And
Exactly.
that gives me confidence to pick him every fight.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm just gonna bounce right off of that pause. I think he's gonna win. I have Miktabek Oral by decision. I think Miktabek has fantastic grappling, fantastic control, good takedowns, and he's got some hands, bro. What, that was a weird voice crack. He's got some hands. He's got power too.
Definitely.
The only thing is, I don't think he's necessarily going to be able to clip Jeremiah Wells clean enough times to put him out, which is why I have
Yeah,
it by
the
decision.
volume. Yeah,
Exactly.
I like your pick there.
But I don't know. I, I can essentially see Miktabek Oralbai winning any way he wants. I think this fight is his to win. I'll leave it
Definitely.
there.
I agree. No, I think you're right. I don't really have anything to add. I think he could clip him on the feet. I don't know how many times he's going to have to hit Jeremiah Wells to really clip and wobble him, but I have Oral by winning by round two sub. Um,
Okay.
and we'll see. I don't know. I like your decision pick because I had that as decision up until maybe like a day ago. So
Yeah. To
yeah,
be
I like that
honest,
pick.
I I'm gonna make a little, like, I guess, call out. Not a call out. I don't know. Anyway, I kind of feel like most of this card is going to be decisions. And the reason I say that is because we have had some fantastic cards this year. I think
You're right.
arguably this is the best year we've ever had. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you can argue 2016, but I don't know, man. This year's been great.
Yeah, like
And this
yeah.
is obviously the worst card of the year. This is the one, like, little dip, and I think that dip is going to go hard. I think you're going to feel it because there's going to be lots of decisions, and that's kind of, I've based a couple of my, not picks, but like predictions off of that, because I do feel like this is going to be a longer card and there's going to be quite a few decisions. Not to say they're going to be boring fights. I just think there's going to be quite a few decisions.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
fair.
Anyway, let's move on to our next fight. I'll let you take it away, Thomas.
All right, so for the next fight, we got Neil Magny versus Ramiz Brahimaj.
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Um, yeah, hey, we'll go with it. This fight really pisses me off because I feel like Neil Magny's the type of fighter that he'd either get knocked out cold or he'll win. So, um, I don't know. I'm I've been seeing a lot of people pick Neil Magny by decision. But I feel like every time I pick Neil Magny, it's gone terribly wrong. So I have Ramiz winning by round two sub.
Okay, another round two sub. I
Yep.
I like that. I don't mind that pick. I kind of feel like Neil Magny has every opportunity and every chance to win this fight, but I don't actually think he's going to. I understand why people are picking him, and
Same as that.
yeah, we both could very much be eating our words tomorrow, but I don't know. I feel like he's gonna kind of not do enough. You know what I mean? He's just gonna be there and just survive, and I think
dance around.
Yeah,
couple
I think
good shots.
Bramahaj is just gonna be able to do more and kind of outwork him, and because of that, I have him by decision as well.
Yeah.
I have Bramahaj by decision. Another one where I'm kind of like I could see. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I could see a finish, but I just feel like this goes to decision. It's Neil Magny.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ramiz is like, he's not a Prates. He's not a
No.
fucking Garry knocked Magny out, didn't he, or whatever. But
Yeah.
fuck that cuck. Anyway, he's not anybody like that. So I don't see it going by knockout. But that's what I got.
Yeah, dude, I agree, and it sucks, bro. Because when you look at Neil Magny's fight history, he's just been fed to every up and comer.
Yeah.
I mean, he fought Ponzinibbio when he was kind of tearing through people in 2018.
Yep.
Michael Chisa, then this is crazy. Shavkat Rachmanov, Gilbert Burns, Ian Machado Garry, Michael Morales, and Carlos Prates, and then Yaroslav Amosov.
Yeah.
That's just fucked, dude.
Hey, that's fucked. It's yeah.
Right, bro?
It's insane.
But I guess respect to him for taking the fight, yeah. I don't have much else to say.
Yeah, I agree. We will leave it at that. Let's move on to our next fight. We got a light heavyweight bout between Rafael Tobias, I think Tobias,
Yeah.
versus Lucas Fernando. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know a whole lot about both of these guys. I know the names. I have seen them fight, but I had to look into Fernando. I had to watch his fight.
No, yeah, same here, bro.
But
I mean, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, so I don't know. But from what I saw, I think Fernando's got some hands, and I think he's got some power. So I have him by round 2 KO. I'm not crazy confident about it, but I'm just running with it. So that's really all I got. I'm gonna be honest.
I like that pick, honestly. I don't think that's a bad pick at all, because if you look at Lucas Fernando in comparison to Rafael, I feel like he has a bigger frame, so you might be able to bully him against the cage, wear him down. But I don't know. Like you said, he's got power in his hands, and I have him by round 2 KO too. So,
shit. Bet.
I don't think that's a bad pick, dude. Seriously.
Hell yeah. I have to mention this real quick. Fernando's fucking reach. 80 inches, it's that's a huge reach, but it's also,
yeah, dude.
But I just the picture, his arms look insane.
Right, dude.
They're touching his knees, bro.
I know. I was just gonna say, when you got that kind of reach, I mean, you could throw an uppercut from your fucking knees and it'll land.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
and
it's his debut, so why not? Go out with a bang.
Exactly. On a card with a lot of eyes because of Makhachev being the main event. It is the prelims, but still, I think he'll definitely have some eyes on him. So if he can go out and put a performance, a really nasty performance out there and a nasty knockout, I think he'll have nothing but good things to come. Or at least good matchups. Who knows if he'll win them, but anyway.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so first fight of the just regular prelims.
Yes, my bad.
We got Vicente Luque versus Trayshawn.
How do you not know, bro? It's Vicente Luque. How do you not know this? Chiesa?
Dude.
Michael Chiesa?
I said Chisa, bro. Don't even.
It's Chiesa, but it's okay. I love it because we have our own chill son. You are the chill son of Cage Side, and it's amazing.
I don't even care because I don't watch Vicente Luque. I mean, look at his record, dude. 24-12. He's a tournament fighter.
If you're a fan of the UFC, you know Luque.
No, dude, I bet there's a lot of streamers out there that pronounce his last name wrong. I'll
Yeah, but are
find
you
them,
a
don't worry.
streamer? In a streamer?
Streamers also do YouTube, and they also post content on TikTok, so
Yeah,
they're
but like a
everything.
streamer is like, fuck, what's this? Aiden Ross, and that fucker knows nothing, bro. He's a full blown casual. Like,
Yeah, but that's like streamers grouped together, you know? You could do a UFC stream, live stream.
yeah. No, for sure, for sure. I don't know of
So,
any actual UFC streamers.
mm,
Like I know UFC YouTubers have done live streams on YouTube,
yeah,
but
I
they're
guess
still
that's what I
YouTubers,
mean.
you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't know. Anyway, that got out of hand. Go ahead.
Um, so after Ryan was critiquing my grammar,
I'm sorry.
we,
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. I have Vicente Luque
Let's go. Let's go.
winning by decision. And I've seen
Okay.
a lot of people pick Trayshawn Gore, and I don't know why. I mean, he's 6-4, and he looks like a fucking. He looks really weird to me. I don't know why. Just very tiny eyes. He looks kind of like an alien. I don't know. So
Okay.
I just can't pick him. I think
He looks like an actual
Vicente's.
character in UFC 6. Because
Really?
their eyes
I
are
did
super
not know
small.
that.
Their eyes are really small and their hands are really small. And he looks
Oh.
like he just comes from that world. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, this guy, I don't know, Trajan Gore, I don't know why people are picking him. I mean, he lost to Marco Tulio, not a bad loss at all. He hasn't really beat anybody like that crazy, so I think maybe Vicente Luque can pull out one more decision.
Yeah, I think that's valid. I
I want to pick him by sub, but I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think that's honestly, I think that's a better pick for Luque personally, just because
Yeah,
if he's gonna win, it's by sub. I just don't really see him subbing Trayshawn Gore. Like, I don't know, Trayshawn Gore's weird.
Trajan Gore looks big,
because-
bro.
Yeah, and he's just weird because he's like, I don't mean this in a bad way, but he's like badly good. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't look special, but when you really see him fight, it's like I don't know. He gets away with a lot of stuff. So I'm not necessarily saying he's amazing or anything like that, but I have Trayshawn Gore by decision. I think he's gonna kind of blob it out and stick it out and get the decision win. But I want to bring this up real quick. Luque, I don't know if these weights are accurate to what they weighed in at, or if Luque fought his last fight at welterweight, which he didn't because it was Gastelum at middleweight. But his weight is 170, and Trayshawn Gore's weight is fucking 189 and a half. Like, what? This is middleweight. So,
Dude,
bro missed weight by fucking 9 pounds? Or, sorry, 4 pounds because it's 185?
Like, well, bro, that's what I was gonna say
what?
because I agree because the Rafael Tobias versus Lucas Fernando, Tobias comes in at 203 pounds, and Lucas Fernando is 186.
What? Well, okay, it's light heavyweight. So either Fernando fought, like, he must have fought at middleweight before, and they're using
Right?
that weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because there's no way. Like,
That's what I think.
because I mean, 203, light heavyweight's 205, so 203 makes sense. But yeah,
Yeah.
180s. These weights have to be wrong, bro. Multi-billion dollar
gotta be
company and
off.
the fucking information's wrong.
Yeah, well, when you got a DCE as the commentator, you can't expect much more.
And AI promotion for a fucking White House card.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like that
Anyway.
we're kind of fighting with this. Even though I do think, not fighting, but you know what I mean, have different picks.
Yeah.
Even though I do think a sub by Luque is a better pick than a decision, I'm glad you picked the decision because now it's just gonna be like, who can blob the decision? But yeah, I
100%.
like the picks. I do think that fight kind of goes either way. Like I can see Luque
Totally, bro.
kind of smudging out a decision. I just feel like I see him getting a sub. I don't know. If he wins, I envision it by sub first and foremost. And so that's kind of where I'm like hesitant, but I don't think it's a bad pick at all.
No, I agree, dude. A lot of these fights are toss-ups, so
Yeah.
it's just you just gotta. It's the only way it goes.
Yep. I'd agree. But
All right,
move
moving
on.
on.
we got another middleweight bout between Dante Johnson versus Eric Makhachev. I'm actually really excited for this fight.
Same.
I like Eric McConaughey. He was doing decent against Bisanger Suzhikayev.
I remember that.
Until he got knocked out. But
Yeah.
I think he got knocked out. I can't fucking remember. But
Yeah.
he was doing good in the fight. Better than I think most people did against him. But I don't know, man. Dante Johnson is he's kind of got something for me. Like I feel like he's gonna go out there and throw some fucking bombs. I think he's gonna rock Eric McConaughey a little bit, but I don't think he necessarily has the finishing ability of Zuzrakayev. Now, bear with me here, because Zuzrakayev fucks around a lot, and it's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
But when he actually locks in, he finishes the fight, or gets very close to, has a very good chance to finish the fight. And I just don't really see that from Johnson. But I do think he's gonna win. So I have Johnson by sub, or what the fuck, by decision. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. My bad. I have Dante Johnson by decision.
Hell yeah.
I don't know by what. You know what I mean? Maybe 29-28. Maybe a 30-27. But I think it's probably gonna be 29-28. Pretty close fight. But I think Dante Johnson will come ahead with the volume and, you know, just the pressure that he'll put on McConaughey.
Yeah, 100%. I like that pick. I mean, Eric McConaughey is a dog, and he's been in some wars, but I'm right there with you. I have Dante Johnson, but I have a round 2 KO. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, Eric McConaughey has suffered all of his losses have come by knockout, so I feel like if there's anywhere on that chin that is a little bit vulnerable, his lights might go out, and that it doesn't have to be against somebody with crazy power, but
yeah. No,
I got Dante Johnson round 2 knockout.
I agree. I don't think that's a bad pick at all. I wanted to go with him by knockout, but I just felt like McConaughey was gonna possibly do enough, and low key, the odds were just like too in favor of him by knockout, and I was just like, I don't know. So I kind of second guessed it, and also a little bit of what I said earlier about this card being full of decisions. So
yeah, 100%. I like that. That's my pick. But yeah,
awesome. We'll move on.
Alrighty, so next up we got Charles Johnson versus Eduardo Chapelin. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
Somebody else pulled out of this fight. I think it was Jose Ochoa was supposed to fight Charles Johnson.
Yep.
He pulled out.
Pretty
so
sure you are correct.
I was pretty excited for that fight too. I didn't think it was going to go the distance, but yeah, now we got Eduardo. I don't know anything about Eduardo except that I'm pretty sure he's undefeated.
His record's 1-0 apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On verdict, it says 15-2. So I guess he's been fighting in the LFA. He had one contender series win. It was a decision, but he's got quite a bit of knockouts in his history. But with that being said, I still have Charles Johnson. I think Charles Johnson has more. He is a better IQ than this guy. I've never seen this guy fight, so that's crazy for me to say. However, Charles Johnson's been in some wars with some really technical fighters. I mean, he lost a good decision to Temirov. I mean, that was a competitive fight.
Yeah.
And Temirov just beat the brakes off Steve Ursay. So, I don't know. I mean, TKO'd Josh Van and Loney Kavanaugh, so who knows? But I have Charles Johnson winning by late third round knockout.
Oh my fucking God, Thomas. You read my mind! You read my mind!
Go,
That's
dude.
literally my pick.
Yeah, dude.
I cannot add much more to what you said, and I don't want to repeat it or anything. I agree with what you said. I haven't seen really anything of Chapelin as well. I see a third round KO by Charles Johnson. I think Charles Johnson is the fucking definition of a win one, lose one fighter, and he lost his last fight. So
yep,
it's only right that he wins this fight by fucking TKO. Yeah. And because of that, I do think Chapelin he might rise up the division a little bit. I ain't saying he's
right?
Joshua Fan or Lonnie Kavanaugh, but
No.
he might do pretty well if Charles
he's certainly
Johnson.
an up and comer.
Yeah,
so
he might do pretty
Charles
well.
Johnson has to do it to every up and comer.
He might do pretty well if Charles Johnson puts the fucking belt to ass like he needs to.
Yeah, I agree, dude. So those fighters need it. But yeah, moving on. I mean,
yeah, no, fuck it. I agreed. Not much more to say. Kind of covered it all. But yeah, let's go energy. All right. We got our last fight on the prelims, a welterweight bout between Chidi Njokuani. There we go. Sorry, had to think about it for a second. Versus Joel Alvarez. Okay, I can't remember. Somebody's coming in on this fight on late notice. I'm pretty sure it's Joel Alvarez. I can't remember.
It is. Chidi was supposed to fight somebody else.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember who he was supposed to fight, but I'm excited for this fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. I really don't want to pick Joel Alvarez, to be honest with you. And I don't know. I don't know. I low-key watched Bedtime's breakdown, and I shouldn't have. So that was a little bit of my mistake. But
I do that too.
Yeah, and I'm kind of letting that get into my head of why I don't want to pick him. But I don't think I really agree. And Alvarez has been training with Islam, not like a full camp or anything, but they've been training for the Ian Garry camp. So I think Joel Alvarez is going to have some good competition or some good training partners and some good competition in the training camp. So when he goes into the fight, I think a sub is very highly possible, and I think that's probably the most likely thing. However,
I agree.
I'm saying fuck it, and I'm going Joel Alvarez by KO in round 2. Just because, let's spice it up. Let's
Dude, I like that. I love that pick, seriously. And before I even looked at the card, I was like, yeah, I guess when Joel stepped in, I was like, oh, I got him by some kind of round knockout because, I mean, he does got it in his hands,
Yeah.
I like that pick. I have him winning by 3rd round submission. And
I like that pick too, though.
I mean, 17 subs. It's hard to really go against that. I mean, he's got TKOs in there. He's got more TKOs than sub wins in his last couple fights. So
yeah,
I'm excited, dude. I think this is going to be a really fast-paced, competitive fight. I think they're going to come out of the gates, testing the distance, swinging a little bit, but I don't know if Chidi's going to make a mistake and get taken down. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, no, I agree. With both of them, with it being a late matchup, it is a little, hard to tell, and I'm not too familiar with Chidi myself, so I don't know. I mean, obviously, I did some research, but just prior, you know what I mean? I'm not familiar with them, so
there's not a lot you can go off of unless you're looking at some foreign fight edit that has house music playing in the background.
Real shit. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, I accidentally turned my fucking monitor off, so had to. There might be a glitch in the stream in the video, but we're back. We're moving on. First fight of the main card. Yeah, take it away.
All right. So it's a classical lightweight bout between Edson Barboza versus Esteban Ribovics. Yeah, dude. I don't know why we're having Esteban fight Edson Barboza. I mean, Edson Barboza is coming off of 4 losses?
Yeah.
So it's really tough because when you see how good this guy was just a couple years ago, getting flying knee KOs and, just good technical KOs on the feet, it's hard not to pick him. However, 2026 now, last time he fought was December 6, 2025, and he got KO'd by Jalen Turner.
Yeah.
I'm going Esteban. I'm going Esteban by round 1 knockout. It might be a little fishy of me to go by round 1, but I think Edson's just getting up there in age, and he's got a glass chin right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think that's a bad pick or a bad breakdown at all. I am definitely a little on the first round as well. Just because I don't think...
Same here.
I don't really think Ribovics has power like that. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not.
but Barboza is so fucking old. He's not like so fucking old, but with
he's
how
taking
much
a lot of damage.
yeah, with how much time he's been in the octagon and all that, he's so fucking old, and he doesn't have the chin. So I think it'll be probably decently close, not that close, but like somewhat close in the first round. But I think Rivovix is gonna not necessarily. I don't know. I don't want to say like put belt to ass, but like he's gonna lay enough shots on him where an old, weakened Barboza is going to fade, and I think he's gonna. I think Rivovix is gonna get the knockout in round 3.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. That's what I'm going for. I kind of want to pick decision, but I'm like, I don't know, bro. Barboza's so old, and his again, not so old, but his chin is so old that it's just like
so old.
I can't reliably pick him to last. You know what I mean? And Rivovix he's a good striker. He's got some nasty striking. So
100%, yeah. Just is the power up there now?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm praying that he hits the most glass part of Edson Barboza's chin. So we'll see.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The whole thing. Yeah. You're right.
But yeah, let's
all right.
Let's move on. We got a middleweight fight between Mansour Abdulmalik versus Dustin Stoltzfus.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with Stoltzfus, but I don't know. I know Abdulmalik is coming off a loss, but it's Yusri Belgari, right? That was his last fight. He didn't fight after that, or did he? And I'm mistaken. I don't know. I think that was his last fight.
Yeah, that was his last fight. Okay. That was a knockout. First knockout or first loss.
Yeah. That's okay. That's what I thought. I'm like, I just gotta double check because it's been a minute. But because of his prior knockout loss, it makes me think he's going to be a little tentative. I do think he's better than Dustin Stoltzfus. Like I think he outdoes him on the feet. I think he's got good enough takedown defense, and I don't really think Dustin's a wrestler. I'm not really sure, but I don't know. I think Abdulmalik is going to be a little shy, a little tentative, and I don't think he's going to throw as much as I would like for him to get a knockout. So I'm gonna pick Mansour Abdulmalik by decision. I guess I may be leaning into how many fights are going to be decisions a little too much, but I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think this is a hard card, dude, and there's a lot of fighters on this card that are really evenly matched.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's not a lot of power on this card, Yeah. There's a lot of strikers, but it's just hard to call. So I like your decision-heavy safetiness, honestly.
Yeah, thank you.
With that being said, I think usually I'd agree with you, and I do agree. If it depends how Malik comes off of that TKO loss against Belgari. I don't know. He might come out tentative, but from what I've seen him fight, usually he's a round 1 knockout artist, round 2. So I'm hoping that he bounces back and just continues the flow, because I don't think there's anything super special about Dustin Stoltzfus.
Mm-hmm.
He's lost some decisions to Kevin Gastelum, and then everyone else, Bruno for Fajeda, spinning elbow.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I remember that.
I'm just not that confident in him. I have Malik winning by round 1 KO. I think he's going to clip him.
I like it. I hope that happens. Minus the fact of me getting, XP and the pick.
Yeah, it could go either way, But if he's not going to win by sub, and I don't think Dustin's going to knock out Mansour, so the next best pick is decision. So we're neck and neck.
I would agree. I think we've covered our bases.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and move on.
All right. So next fight, we got Jalen Turner versus, is it Cowie?
I think it's like Cowie. Cowie sounds better, actually. I think it's Cowie. I'm not really
Fernandez.
Sure. We'll go with Cowie.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I like Cowie.
We'll go Cowie. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a good fight overall. I'm kind of excited for this one, not going to lie. I think it's going to be I think they're really going to let some punches go in the first round, and it's going to be a war. I like Jalen Turner in this fight. He he is coming off of a knockout win against Edson Barbosa, which is not impressive at this stage in his career. But I mean, he's knocked out King Green, Jamie Malarkey. He subbed Uros Medic, so he's fought some good competition. I think better competition than Kawhi has. But I have Jalen Turner winning by round 2 knockout, and I wanted to pick sub, but I didn't.
I like that. I don't know, man. I don't really like. I'm kind of torn on this fight because I feel like I want to go Jalen Turner by round 1 KO, because I think that's the most likely way that he wins. But
Yeah.
I just don't really see him getting that, and I not just because I think this card's gonna have a lot of decisions, but I don't know. I think it is gonna be a war. I think you're right about that, but I think we're gonna get a 3-round war, and I think Fernandez is gonna pull out the decision. Um,
That's a good pick, dude.
but I don't know. Like I'm really back and forth with that. I'm either decision for Fernandez or Jalen Turner by round 1 KO, but I don't know. I'm not Turner's too spotty for me. He retires too much and comes back and then gets KO'd, or just doesn't have the same mindset, and so it's hard for me to reliably pick him.
It's same. He's kind of like a Timu Terrence McKinney. You kind of don't know what version's going to show up of him, and
Exactly.
he always gets wins in the first round. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I wanted to go round 1 KO too. I think he might feel out the first round with the distance and try not to get taken down by Kawhi. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think early round 2 KO might be there. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad pick. We will
Sweet.
we will find out, but we will
Yeah.
go ahead and move on. Best fight on the card. I can't wait to break this down. I'm really glad I get to start
dude.
with this one.
Goat fight.
Really glad I get to start. Anyway, so
Yeah.
all right. With my logic and my picks, normally I would be going decision, right? And I want to, but I don't know, man. Jillian Robertson has got some hands. Okay, I think she's gonna put some hands on Mackenzie Dern for the first couple of rounds, but I think she's gonna get tired, and I think all the energy stored in Mackenzie Dern's ass is going to help her last throughout the fight, and
Yeah.
I think she's going to get a 4th round sub. I can't lie. I know
Dude, I
that's
really
kind
like
of
that.
a crazy pick.
No,
I don't know. It's
no,
not
dude.
crazy, but
It's not.
I don't know. I'm going with it. I'm sticking with it, and I just.
What you thinking? Round 4 Chimera?
No, I don't think it'll be a Kimura. Low key, I see like.
Armbar?
Yes, I was gonna say an armbar or a triangle.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Like,
Triangle would be dirty, bro.
you know what I mean? Like gets in a bad position, possibly like because Julian
Her arms
Robertson.
are cooked.
Yeah, and Julian Robertson's is doing good, and then Mackenzie Dern throws the legs up and gets a triangle. But I don't think that's as likely as like an armbar or something like that. But I don't know. What I'm curious what you got. What's your breakdown?
Yeah, dude. So I just want to point this out. I don't even know if you remember this, and this is a crazy pull from you, but this was like, I know you don't remember this, but you told me like, I don't know how, if you were just joking to say this, but it sounded pretty like serious, but you told me that Jillian Robertson would be fighting for the belt like a year and a half ago or two. And I just kind of like, I was like, I mean, maybe like the fight we watched her and she won, but I wasn't super impressed, but
Yeah.
now she's fighting for a title. So
You know,
I think,
I don't remember that at all.
dude, I was trying to think about it and I was like, who told me that? And then I remembered because we were watching at your house.
Yeah.
And
What card was that? I mean,
I
we've
don't-
seen
it
so
was- it-
many. It could
it
have
had to have been,
Van
Oh, man.
Royval or
Yeah.
Pereira and Prohaska.
I think it was Pereira Prohaska.
Okay, because those are like, I mean, we've
It was-
watched more, but that's the most notable.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no. So
Interesting.
that
All
was-
right.
yeah,
I'm
anyways.
hyped. I'm hyped that I said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. just to give you your flowers.
Let's go.
You know, I got you.
Yeah, as
But,
I'm correcting your grammar like fucking 20 minutes ago. Sorry.
No, that happened. So yeah, I like the Mackenzie Dern pick. I really wanted to go sub, dude. Like the fact that you have sub now really makes me scratch my head.
Mhm.
I've been going back and forth. I think Jillian Robertson is tough, tough to put away. But I think if there is a win or finish from Dern, it's going to be sub.
Yeah.
I have her winning by decision, and I only say that because Jillian Robertson has had a couple decisions, 3 decisions of her last 5 fights.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 3 of her last 2. And if you look at the history of the people she's fought, every single one of the persons she's fought is either coming off a 1 KO loss, 2 KO loss, or 4 KO loss. So she's not exactly fighting super great people. I mean, she lost a decision to Tabitha Ritchie, which that makes me kind of nervous, but
yeah. Yes and no.
Yeah, I think I don't know if she's gonna get the sub because she has good back defense. She's been subbed once, so that's why I have Mackenzie Dern blobbing out a decision.
I think that's a good pick, and I do think that's probably the most realistic pick because Jillian Robertson does have good defense, like good good jiu-jitsu and good defense on the ground in general. So I think a decision is more likely, to be honest, but I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling like she pulls out a fluke sub, but who knows, man? Who knows?
Dude, hey, it could be a really nasty sub.
It could. And low-key, Jillian Robertson knocking the fuck out of Mackenzie Dern would be crazy for a women's title fight.
Oh,
so, like,
yeah, crazy.
I wouldn't be upset either way. And I would, my pick a year and a half ago or whatever would have been even more right. But whatever, not the point.
100%. Yeah.
But
anyways,
no, I like that pick. Let's go ahead and move on to the main event, the GOAT versus the cuck himself. I'm gonna let you start. Please take as much time talking shit as you want.
Yeah, so we don't even need to announce the GOAT's name. We know who's fighting.
Yep.
I want to talk about Ian Makhachev Garry. This guy is the biggest piece of shit I think I've ever seen, and I hope he gets beat so bad by Islam that he retires and becomes a coach, because I think he'd be a great coach. Because if we're being honest, he spent a lot of time in the corner. So, yeah,
that surprised me.
Hey, I appreciate it, bro.
I was clapping, not beating my meat for the viewers.
Hey, well, either way.
Either way, yeah.
Anyways. But yeah, dude, you know how I feel about this fight. I mean, I feel like everyone's making Ian Machado Garry look like the second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
And I understand he's beat Carlos Prates. He beat Bilal Muhammad in the decision, which Bilal Muhammad is one of the king of decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Neal, Michael Page. I mean, a lot of decisions. And the people he's knocked out, dude, I'm not impressed that he can knock out Daniel Rodriguez. Like, seriously.
No.
That doesn't really, Kenan Song, that was kind of a good TKO because he got clipped early in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with that being said, I fucking hate Ian Garry, and I have Islam, the GOAT, winning by round 2 sub. And I think that's pretty ballsy. I think I should have picked round 3, but I'm just going to ride with it from now on because I don't think Ian's jiu-jitsu is as cracked up as it's supposed to be, and especially not against Islam.
I think that's valid. I love your breakdown. I think that's a good pick too. I don't know. I think round 2 might be a little early.
Yeah,
but because I don't know, man. Like Ian is big. He's long. He's going to run the whole time. And so I do think it's going to be a difficult fight. I think it will be Islam's hardest fight. I think it will be very difficult for Islam to get a hold of Ian, but I don't think Ian's going to get his jab off, and I think that's really going to fuck with Ian's rhythm and momentum.
Because he sets a lot of distance with that too.
Exactly.
I mean,
so
that's how he starts out.
I think Islam is going to get a hold of him. and I see that Darce coming out for that long ass cuck neck in
Dude,
round
I
4.
agree.
So
Yeah.
that's what I got. I can see Ian pulling out the dub. Weirdly enough,
And that's what
I can
scares
see
me,
it.
bro.
I could see a fluke
You know?
decision. I could see a fucking
Same.
fluke head kick KO, but like
Yep.
I just don't. It's so hard to pick against Islam, and Ian is the most atrocious human being I think I've ever seen in this sport, and that's saying something considering John Jones
Yes.
is a part of this fucking sport.
Yes.
But
Yep.
He's so annoying to listen to. Even Islam doesn't even respect him as a man, bro. And you can just tell. And it's like, I don't know. I think he needs to get his fucking ass beat. It's time that he loses and loses good, so he can stop saying, "I retired Rachmanov." No, you didn't.
I know.
Sure, maybe
Dude.
maybe you fucked his knee up. I won't argue with that. But like,
for sure, yeah.
you didn't bro. You lost the fucking fight. You lost every
I
round
agree.
of that fight. Maybe
I knew
you
he was
won
gonna say
one.
that shit too.
I don't know. And so I know no matter what happens, Ian's gonna be super annoying after this fight. But I just want to see Islam shut him up and shut everybody up because I don't know, man. I think he's the GOAT. I think DJ's
Same
the GOAT.
here.
That's in the breakdown. In our GOAT debate. But not the point.
Yes. The GOAT of his division.
Yeah, he's pound for pound number 1. Current GOAT, no question. And honestly, if he does win, there is a very high chance that he could be put over DJ. You know what I mean? Because, yes, I understand.
How dare you say that about our king?
I know he's got 12 title wins, but think about this.
I agree.
Islam will have a 17-fight win streak while being a fucking double champ. That is something to know.
That's status.
Exactly.
100%.
So,
and he promised a 20-win streak.
Mm-hmm. And he went from lightweight to welterweight, which are arguably the 2 most talented divisions. At least most people say. I don't think I agree with that, but yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, dude. I 100% agree with you. I don't know. Do you think? I think you're right on the money saying Ian's not going to be able to get his jab off, and it's going to fuck with him too much to the point where he's going to start throwing teeps and oblique kicks, and I think he's going to kind of overextend on him. I could see Islam snatching that up as a single leg and pulling him down as he's throwing the kick.
Yeah, I could see something like that. That's to go off of that. That's another thing that's so hard to pick against Islam for is the experience and the moves that he has. Bro, he does shit you've never seen done before. And I know it's he's only done it once or twice. Okay, but he did it in the moments where it mattered. He didn't need to do it those other times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
So,
and when he hit it against Poirier, that's when it mattered. And that was so clean, bro. I remember we were watching that fight, and I was like, dude, this is going to go to decision.
Yeah, and then he pulls that out.
And then he hit that. I was like, oh my God, dude.
And that's kind of how I see this fight going. You know what I mean? I see it being tough and Islam, squeezing that Darce out and just getting it. But I think his squeeze and his Darce is undefeated. And if he gets Ian in it, 100%. Ian loses. There's no question there. So it's just if he can.
The best at controlling.
Oh my God!
Top now, nobody's getting up. Everyone thinks that Ian's going to be able to post up because of his long, lengthy body. No. I think that serves him at a big disadvantage here. I think if he goes to the ground, he's going to stay on the ground.
I think he's going to have a really hard time getting his feet on Islam's hips.
Yeah, and he throws elbows from the back, so
yeah.
I don't know. That'll keep Islam at bay, but
for sure,
it's one fuck up that Islam could grab that arm to arm triangle or take his back. He's just so crafty, bro.
Yeah, I could see an arm triangle.
I know, 100%, dude.
For sure.
Yeah.
An arm choke. But yeah. I mean, I don't have much else to add. I think we've covered most of it. We're praying the GOAT pulls it through. With our most likely worst card of the year, have a little dip.
Yep.
And then we'll get right back up into the good shit. But yeah,
anyways,
I think that's all we got. You wanna say anything?
No, I mean, like you said, we had to have a dip in this card because we've been so spoiled this year with amazing knockouts and finishes and just overall like pretty competitive cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for it nonetheless. I think the early prelims and prelims are better than the main card. Not the main event, obviously, but
Yeah.
main card for sure. So
No,
I'm
I agree.
excited, dude. I'll be excited to watch all the fights tomorrow. So yeah, I got
Same.
nothing else. You can withdraw with the honors, Ryan.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching. And pack up your chairs. Cage side out.
Peace.